Hi guys, I am happy to be with you again today, and we are gonna make gazpacho soup. Today it's a cold soup and it's a Spain cuisine, so we are gonna make it together. So this is my ingredients. You only need conquest tomatoes, like those beautiful tomatoes, and you can have a little bit of cherry tomatoes too. And you need cucumber, of course, because this soup, the base is the tomatoes and the cucumber. And of course, you can have some bell peppers and some onions. You can use red onions if you would like. And you need some sweet peppers, which is bell peppers. And you need, of course, basil, fresh basil. All right. And as well, I'm gonna use chicken broth in my case, but if you don't have chicken broth, you can just add a little bit of cold water. And this is black pepper, and this is salt, and you need some garlic to give it some freshness. I'm telling you, and you can as well have some white vinegar and some olive oil. Okay, so sea salt, it's up to you, and black pepper, bell peppers, some chicken broth. If you don't have it, you can use cold water or you can use vegetable broth. And this is cucumber. I just show you the onion. This is cucumber. And this is basil. And as well, we have some beautiful tomatoes, conquest tomatoes. And I already made my shrimp, but usually this soup drink cold and with some cold shrimp. But in my case, I just cooked my shrimp. I just showed you earlier, like on the beginning of the video, that I was cooking my shrimp. Nothing serious, just a little bit of spice and add some butter, and then just so you know, let it get some nice color and flavor. That was it. So now for the tomatoes, we're gonna wash the vegetables like the tomatoes, the cucumber. We're gonna give it like a quick rinse before we start working it. And make sure you remove the core on the tomatoes. Some people, what they do, the peel the skin off. Like you can have like a bowl of water, hot water, and you can drop the tomatoes. But make sure you make a little X, and then once you make a little X on the bottom of the tomatoes, and you leave it under hot water for a couple seconds, and then the skin just come off. It's easy to peel, but you don't have to. When you're making gazpacho soup, it's up to you. It's optional. You can take the skin off, you can leave it on. So in my case, I'm gonna leave mine on, but if you want, you can as well take the skin off. All right, this is the bell pepper. So I have a couple of tomatoes, so I will just show you just the beginning how I do it, and after that I'm gonna work in alone. And when I'm ready to blend everything, I'm gonna show you. You can use a blender or you can use like a food processor. Beautiful. And you can just, so you know, make it chunky first. Some people like it chunky, but me, I like it very smooth. But as well, you have to make sure you leave a little diced tomatoes, diced cucumber, or sliced tomatoes just to garnish your plate. Make sure you do that. So this is my bell pepper. You can use especially you need the red one, but you can as well use the green one, the yellow one, all the color you want. But the soup has to have a little of red red color, like a nice color. Okay. So make sure you clean your peppers, and for the cucumber, you can peel it, and you can leave it the skin on just like the tomatoes. So it's up to you. Like in my case, I just, so you know, you give it like a nice rinse, and I just cut it like that, and I'll blend everything together. So the soup is cucumber, concussed tomatoes, some white vinegar, of course, some fresh garlic, some fresh basil, sweet peppers, salt and pepper, cold water. You need some bread, and that's it. That's it. And of course, you need onions. And if you can get like a red onions, like the violet one, just get one, but it's okay to use the white onions too. And make sure you put a whole garlic to give it some nice fresh flavor. Okay, and you can mix your concussed tomato with some cherry tomatoes too. That will give it like a nice color. And we're gonna do some chiffonade with the basil. And make sure when you buy the basil, when you're gonna use it, make sure you save some for you to garnish your gazpacho soup. Make sure you do that. Don't forget to leave some basil to garnish your plate. All right, so we're gonna just chop it and we're gonna add it. You don't have to chop it like finely because everything gonna blend together. It's just me want to waste a little time right now. So I really love it. I really love gazpacho soup, and then that's the only soup I guess I can have cold because I cannot have any other cold soup. My soup has to be hot, but gazpacho you have to drink it cold, and then it's okay for me. It tastes really good when I drink it cold, and then after you finish to make your soup, make sure you leave it like on the fridge or the cooler for about like 1 hour to be very ice cold. So I just add some spice, some salt and black pepper and garlic. And you can add some oregano too if you have oregano and some cayenne or paprika. So I have paprika, I just add paprika, but if you have cayenne pepper too, you can add a little bit of cayenne. All right, so now I'm adding my onions and I'm gonna add some white vinegar and as well some olive oil. Don't worry, I will not forget. So I just add some oil and some white vinegar. So for you to not forget as well. And then and in a little bit, so my soup gonna be ready. Oh, look at that, very smooth. But some people like it very chunky. You can do that as well. And if you want to do it just like I just did, and make sure you can leave a little dice of cucumber or dice of tomatoes just to garnish the plate, or you can just leave a couple slices of tomatoes or some cherry tomato slice to garnish your plate. It's super easy and it tastes really good. You will not regret it. It's a very, very flavor soup. Like it is really good and it's easy to make and you drink it cold and it's a Spain cuisine. So you can add some bread or some croutons or some costini. So I had some nice Texas croutons. I just add a little croutons and I had some sliced tomatoes. I added and some basil, fresh basil. That's it. And I'm gonna make a second bowl. I love it. Remember, just tomatoes, cucumber, salt, pepper, white vinegar, some olive oil, some garlic, some onions, some fresh basil, and you're good to go to make your soup. Look at that, all beautiful, all beautiful. And we can go ahead and add some cold shrimp. Make sure your shrimp is cold as well because everything's supposed to be cold. This soup is cold, so the shrimp has to be cold, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Looks super yummy. Nice color. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're gonna go ahead and add a little one, and we're gonna add some shrimp, some basil, and some croutons. Yummy. So it was nice to be with you today for this video, for this beautiful gazpacho soup. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, make sure you comment, and see you next time for another one. I hope you like it. Oh, look at that. That's so yummy and beautiful. Nice color. See you next time for another video, guys. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you share the video. Thank you in advance. See you next time for another video.